Good morning, good morning, good morning, community. How are you? Janine Macklin here, transformational speaker, your wealth guide and catalyst. I'll be on here for a moment. I have to tell you, I have been sick now. I don't even know what today's date is, but for longer, the 14th, the longer than I think I've ever been. I introduced this birthday, obviously, with a big bang. I was down from my birthday, which is the 3rd, from the 4th to 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. A 10th with a fever 102.3, and my godfather was with me. He ended up with a fever too. Luckily, I got my son out before anything seemed to take any permanent hold on him. And then I was at the urgent care last night with them telling me I had bronchitis. I'm like, what is that? But thankful to a dear friend of mine who mentioned it because I've never had it before. I didn't know what to do. So now I'm on an inhaler, prednisone and antibiotics for only 2 days. Thank goodness, because I can't even take pills. But in the voice that I do have, I have to get on here and do what I got to do for today. It's Thankful Thursday. What are you thankful for? And that's all I'm going to ask you. I want you to walk around your house and see everything that you have, and are you thankful for it, for how it functions? Don't tell me about what's not functioning, doesn't function, but how it does function, how it did function, and the possibility that you had to even buy it for it to function. But I really want to talk to you about this topic, which is ladies, women, however you define yourself, what are you doing with your 80 cents to the dollar? And I'm bringing it up because it is, I don't even know what the word is to call for the push now for you guys to spend your money leading up to Black Friday. The statistics say that 50% of people will go to Black Friday, even if they don't need anything. Which is interesting. You go and you don't even need anything. And they say that we only get paid 80 cents to the dollar to what men are making. So someone was bringing this up to me on one of my pages about the trend that 18 to, I don't know, like 20-some-year-olds are saying the best thing that makes them the happiest is to go shopping. And I'm saying, well, your moms are passing that down to you. And then I thought, you know what, let me just share some of the statistics with you, because I was really blown away. I mean, I knew we were active in some things, especially with the sports, but I didn't know it was to the degree that it is. So let me just share with you. We have expanded in all areas. There's no areas where we don't have an imprint, where we haven't spent money, where we haven't spent a lot of money and made our presence known. For example, women in sports. Are you part of that group? Women in sports. Let me just be still. 47.2% of women make up the Major League Soccer fans. 46.5 women make up the Major Baseball League fans. 43.2% women make up the NFL fans. And 37% of women make up the NBA fans. So a friend of mine was giving me a hard time, like, well, we only make 80 cents on a dollar. Don't give me that crap. We are in everywhere. We buy 92% homes. 90% of the homes, we're the one that's making the purchases. What was the other number that we have so much running? We're making the food choices in our households. We're making the health care choices in our household. We're the ones that's spending the money traveling. 90% of women are traveling now, way more than ever before. Way more than ever before. We spend, let's see, what does this number say? 65% of us buy new cars. So we're in the areas where men used to be the ones primarily buying the cars. We're buying cars now because we're making more money in our households. So even if it's 80 cents on a dollar, we're still making more than we made before. I'm just looking at what we're doing with it. 92% of us have vacations. We buy 66% of us buy PCs. And I already told you 92% of us are buying homes. So globally, this is global, women globally spend 20 trillion. And every time I say that, we're like, I don't have no money. No, I don't. I'm showing you where you're spending it. On new homes, PCs, vacations, healthcare, new cars, and over-the-counter pharmaceuticals. 74% of you identify yourself as the primary shoppers in your household. 61% of women are more than likely to, I'm getting tired, include items on their list that they're currently using. So we like to buy brands. We like to buy a brand that we've had before. We don't feel like advertisers really understand us, but our impact has been felt across the globe. So we need to be really clear about the position we're already sitting in and then look at what kind of choices we're making. They say that 60% of women want our children to eat healthy. Do you know the impact that's had in the health food industry? The food that they made, the food that they're creating and everything because of where we spend our money. So please don't think that your spending habits don't have an impact. Please don't think how you shop doesn't matter. Consumer America is tracking your every move and everything you're buying and how you buy it, when you buy it. The makeup industry is a 80 billion industry, and I'm not thinking that men are buying a lot of makeup. It's us. And I figure our young people, between Kim Kardashian and all the other, and then Rihanna came out with something wonderful between the lingerie, between the polish, between the makeup, and between all of that. Young people are hooked now on shopping and spending, and we're passing this habit down to them. We're not teaching them how to budget. We're not teaching them how to love themselves more, how to honor themselves more, so they don't have to keep chasing every new fad. No, from what the statistics say, we're jumping right in with them saying, this is how you do it. Let me show you how to spend your money to have the things that you want. But when deep down inside, what you're spending on isn't even something that you may be thankful for a year from now. It may not even be something that you're going to be thankful for 2 hours from now. I've talked to women who've gone shopping, get with your girlfriends, you make it a whole big old thing. Everybody's going to go. Everybody's going to go shopping. You're not even going shopping on a purpose. You're not even going shopping with a budget. It's just like some fun outing. Let's go shopping. And you know you're doing it, and you're walking yourself into more debt. Why? I know the reason why. Many of us know the reason why, but we really don't want to face that part because that part would be too hard. That part would require that we dig deeper into something that we don't want to have to look at and face. So we dress up the outside and we keep walking around looking good, keep ourselves in debt, keep ourselves struggling. Because once that purchase is done, I mean, I've talked to women who have purchased, let's say, a trip. Just got tired, fed up, things weren't working. Man didn't come, woman didn't come, whoever it was didn't do whatever they were supposed to do and decide, I'm going to take a trip. Knew they couldn't afford the trip. Didn't really have the money for it, but so I'll use my credit card. This is the way we make decisions. We didn't say, okay, let me look at what's really going on. Let's see what's happening inside of me. What do I need to do? What do I need? No. Charge going to the store. We go shopping. We go shopping at the most vulnerable time in our lives. In a moment that's happening, we've said, let's go shopping. And we don't have a girlfriend around us to say, hey, hold up. Don't we have budgets? Don't we have plans? Don't we have goals? What are we just going shopping for? Go get a drink, maybe, if you have to, at somebody's house. But that's what we do. And we keep digging this hole and digging this hole. So no, I will not let us off the hook about the fact that we make 80 cents on the dollar. We don't seem to be mad enough about it to hold on to our 80 cents. We don't seem to understand what that means for us and how it makes us so uncomfortable and so caught up in the grips of shame and disappointment and despair and sadness. We just figure, oh, I'll go buy this. How long does the satisfaction of a purchase last? Really? Because see, when I used to do it, you know, I only talk about what I know. When I lived it, I could drive somewhere to go buy something and put it on my credit card. Now my credit card is at its max. Then I'm going to drive back home and wear whatever it is to wherever. And people say, oh, that looks cute. That looks cute. And I'm going to go home now and have to live with the purchase that I made on that credit card for at least 3 months for wearing it once. I know it. I've lived it. I've done it. And it ain't easy to get out of. But nobody was around me like I'm around you saying, hey, sis, do you know this is what's happening? Hey, sis, do you know this is the game that's being played? Hey, sis, this is the reason why you're doing the shopping. And if you could change this, you'd have more money in your pocket. You could have more happiness in your heart. You wouldn't be in such fear and worry and living in this life like you're being choked off because you don't have the things that you want. Yeah, it's going to take a little discipline. Yeah, it's going to take you saying no sometimes. But what's on the other side for you is greater than what you're living in right now. Trust me, I know, because I lived it for too long. So I'm going to be on here talking to you about your 80 cents. I want you to make some different choices because 80 cents and 80 cents and 80 cents, it adds up. And it will bring you what you want and what you desire. But yes, you'll have to manage it. You're the one that's going to have to tell your money where you want it to go. And more importantly, there's this one thing. There's this one thing that's robbing you blind. And when you can get that, under control, you'll be rich. So my thankful for today is I'm thankful that you get the information. I'm thankful that some of you will hear this, some of you will listen to it, some of you may even comment, some of you may even begin to think differently as we go into this new year. You'll keep doing the same thing the same way year after year after year, start every year in more debt than you were in the last year, or you're starting every year with less and less and less debt. Good morning. Than you have. Are you starting the year more and more in concern and worry and fear about what's going to happen in case there's emergency? They keep saying that the real estate market is going to fall. They keep saying that the car market is going to fall. Do you even listen to it? Do you keep track of it? Because in the truth of the matter, I don't know about for you, but for me, I was the one driving myself crazy. I was the one doing the shopping. I was the one that was running up the credit cards. Nobody put a gun to my head and said, you better go shop. No, me inside. Something in me drove me there to those stores. So I want you to look inside of you and ask you, what's driving you to spend your 80 cents in a store, giving it to, I'll just say to the store owner, what other people might call other things, over and over and over again, and then leaving yourself in such dire straits? That's the question we want to answer. I know the answer. I want each of you to answer it for yourself. And in doing that, you will have Thanksgiving for knowing the answer is right there. The solution is right there inside of you. On that note, I'm done. Obviously, I need to go do whatever you do around the breathing stuff. But I want to at least get outside some fresh air today. Of course, I want to go to the gym first thing in the morning, but I began to think there's probably so many cooties in the gym. We all just get up, brush our teeth, wash our face, and go. Maybe we shower, maybe we don't, I don't know. But I thought at least out in nature, maybe I'll get a little bit of fresh air. So be thankful for what you have, okay? You really don't need any more. You don't need a TV in every single room. You don't need every new fad that comes out. You don't need every new gadget that they say you have to have. If your phone works, use it. I mean, who's going around saying, do you have the 1? Do you have the 2? Or do you have the 4? Do you have the 5? Oh, you're not good enough because you have the 4 and I have the 10. Come on, America is playing us. That's how America makes its money off of the poorest people on the planet. This mind game of you're not good enough unless you have Kim's this, or you have Rihanna's that, or you have the Apple this, or the Samsung that. Oh my God. The marketing gets on my nerves, but obviously it doesn't get on enough people's nerves because they believe it. And like I said, statistics say 50% of you will be at Black Friday. I've only gone once in my life. It's the craziest, most disorganized thing I'd ever seen, and promise myself I'd not go again. So you think about your 80 cents. Be bold. Put your answers below. How come? What are you a part of? Are you in the NBA? Are you what is it? Forget it. The baseball, basketball, soccer, hockey. Which one is yours? Which jackets do you have? Let me see your jackets. Let me see your banners or your t-shirts. Let me see who you're supporting, who you're giving your 80 cents to. Or is it maybe, I don't even know. There's so many platforms online now for women to buy things. I mean, they are just making it so you can just walk out your door and pick up a mall, basically, and pick out what you want, keep it, and send the rest back. They're making it so doggone easy for women to spend money. And we aren't learning yet that we need to say no. We need to say no. We control our money, not them. How dare you let them control your money by trying to control you, tell you what you need, what's going to give you value, what's going to make you important and significant. I got the answer to what makes you valuable, important, and significant. It ain't nothing out here that they're offering you. So be thankful for what you have. Make sure that you are using every single thing you have. And if you have something you're not using, you're not thankful for it anymore, then give it away to someone else and let them use it. What is the biggest goal you could make to yourself to hold on to your money more in the coming year? Or even for the next 2 months, before I even get to the coming year, the next 2 months to hold on to more of your money than you spend and see what happens in your life. Morning. Janine Macklin, transformational speaker, wealth guide and catalyst. One more thing, if you listen to the whole thing, we're going to take the money Mastery Now tour on the road. I need your states. I need your addresses. I need to know where to drop in that I can start meeting some of you guys that actually regularly show up here. So give me the states. We're looking at planning for February and March, but I don't know where to go. If you signed up on my list, Or if you go forward and sign up on my list, please make sure you give me your address. I'd love to see you. I'd love to meet you. I'll be doing 3-4 hour workshops on the road. Am I coming to Texas? Am I coming to Chicago? Although it's cold back there right now. I know I'm traveling in the cold season, right? Am I coming to Atlanta? Am I coming to Jersey? Where am I coming? Make 3 stops. Tell me your states. I'll pick the top 3. In the meantime, baby girl, 80 cents on a dollar. You want to be holding on to that like you hold on to the things you really, really love. I won't give any examples. Take good care. Bye for now.